The sauna is so ingrained in Scandinavian culture that they actually have a festival celebrating the wonders of the sauna and heat therapy in general. And hats off to the Finns for actually producing a wealth of studies showing the positive effects of the sauna and how profound it can be. In fact, they are showing that heat therapy could significantly improve your lifespan. While some public saunas in Scandinavia may be clothing optional, we're going to look at all the heat therapy benefits, clothing or not. That'd be in a traditional sauna, an infrared sauna, a hot tub, or simply any situation where your core body temperature is raised. So with our focus on optimal male fitness, we're going to look at the top 4 benefits of heat therapy and what incredible reactions your body has when exposed to consistent heat. All right, let's get into it. The first huge benefit of heat therapy for fitness is the promotion of muscle growth. At the most basic level, heat of a sauna creates a stress reaction in your body that then triggers your body to properly react. It's a fight or flight response, but in this case, you are not running from a lion, but creating stress that you're going to greatly benefit from. So what is happening is an adaptation to cooling. Your body is getting better at handling heat and bringing your core body temperature down to normal levels. We know that if the body gets too hot, it will shut down. Just witness marathon runners at the end of a race collapsing from heat exhaustion. But the efficiency in cooling is directly impacting your ability for physical performance. When your body cools, your blood is moved to your extremities for exposure to the air for cooling. Same with sweat. It's a mechanism to cool down and bring temperatures back to normal. So with this movement of blood comes an increase in your circulatory system and its ability to move oxygen to where it is most needed. Muscle growth, then, is obviously a huge benefit when your system is in great shape to help promote strength and recovery. And this cooling will increase your red blood cell count. And according to one study, sauna usage at 30 minutes twice a week was able to produce a 30% increase in time to exhaustion. And that is huge. Further, there's a study that showed a 16x increase in growth hormone after heat exposure. Growth hormone obviously is at the core of muscle development as well as muscle recovery. The hormone will impact your metabolism, which in turn impacts the tissue and cells in your body. As noted, saunas and heat therapy have a direct impact on your body's recovery mechanisms. Your body will then release heat response proteins that have the effect of seeking out and removing free radicals in your body. The end result is the stress from the heat produces physical response that is very good for us long term. The second major benefit of saunas is longevity. A particular study again out of Finland showed that sauna usage for 20 minutes at 3 times per week led to a 22% less likelihood of death during the time of such heat therapy. Increasing the frequency up to 4 to 7 times per week leads to an increase of 63% less likelihood of death during the same period. So the frequency of sauna use is a very important factor in longevity. The more the better, up to daily usage according to this report. And this is particularly true for people who do not get any exercise at all. But for our purposes, creating optimal male health is only enhanced with heat therapy, to the point where if sauna usage is made part of your regular routine, you may actually extend your life. The increase in longevity is really a conclusion of a whole list of ailments and conditions that are potentially positively impacted by sauna use. Standing out is the reductions researchers have shown in cardiovascular health. In some cases, the incidence of heart attacks was reduced by over 50%. That is huge. And while the number is specific to the study involved, there is clear evidence that cardiovascular health is improved with consistent heat exposure. In that same study, the incidence of stroke was reduced by over 60%. And in Japan, they're using what is called wei-on therapy. This literally means soothing therapy and is being targeted at improving cardiovascular disease. It is particularly aimed at individuals who cannot exercise but seek the same level of benefit. Further, the heat exposure through sauna is found to have the same physiological effects as doing moderate aerobic exercise. All the same markers and reactions are there: increased heart rate, the heating of your core body temperature, and of course, sweating. There have been one-to-one comparisons done, and the results show the same positive effects of sauna use to moderate aerobic exercise. The Japanese have formalized the approach in that wei-on therapy, and when we look to optimize our health, we can add in heat therapy as an alternative to aerobic activity or simply just an addition to it. The third key benefit of sauna use is an elevation of your mood and mental sharpness. The fight or flight response we mentioned earlier is also a release of the feel-good hormone norepinephrine. When you get out of the sauna or other heat therapy, one of the most consistent reactions is that you just feel great. Your mood is elevated significantly. 20 minutes is all it takes to trigger the release of these endorphins. The mood and energy levels after sauna have been shown to last a significant amount of time. Additionally, the heat exposure releases prolactin. This hormone helps the nerves in your body by bolstering the protective lining. This in turn results in your neurotransmitters firing more rapidly and sending clear and fast signals to your brain. The end result is you're feeling much more mental clarity, mental sharpness, and combining that with an elevated mood results in significant brain benefits solely due to sauna use or heat exposure. And this mental wellness is also contributing to helping those with cognitive decline. Studies have shown that Alzheimer's and dementia risk can be lowered with heat exposure 4 to 7 times per week at 20-minute intervals. The study suggests that the increased effectiveness of your circulatory systems is not only helping with muscle development, recovery, and general improved distribution of oxygen for increased endurance and performance, but also works in the other direction as a preventative measure against some of the most tragic and common cognitive diseases. Finally, heat exposure has been shown to help you lose weight. We have seen that your metabolism increases as your core body temperature rises. And clearly, sauna usage is not melting away your fat due to the exposure to heat. It's not melting butter in a pan, no. Rather, the mechanism at work is the same we are experiencing when we're doing exercise. Since sauna usage mimics moderate aerobic exercise, the calorie burn is also shown to be similar. Even the process of sweating has been shown to require a lot of your body's energy stores. The energy, of course, is from the conversion of your fat and carb storage in your body. A study in the U.S. military suggests that a moderately conditioned individual can sweat off around 300 calories in a single session. And this makes intuitive sense given your elevated heart rate and the increased circulatory system effectiveness. This all takes energy, and the energy is produced by burning your physical stores of carbs and fats. This is good news for us as we seek to develop our physiques. Adding in the heat therapy becomes one more critical tool at our disposal to build the muscle and lose the fat, while enhancing performance endurance and potentially protecting our body from some of the most problematic affliction in today's world. So get into the sauna. It doesn't matter if it's a traditional dry sauna, one that uses water over the rocks to produce steam, or an infrared sauna. Even a hot tub has been shown to be effective. Get some heat exposure and work it into your routine. Start with a 20-minute session and work up to as much as you can do comfortably. As with all physical development, simply commit and try to improve. There is no one way, there is only your way. And that must take into consideration your life and other priorities. Trying to be too perfect with heat therapy can lead to frustration and ultimately giving up on it. The better approach is to remove the stress and give it a shot. Commit to doing it and then commit to improving on it. Oh, and have fun with it. It's truly one of the gifts in life and makes you feel on top of the world. Check out this video for the benefits of cold exposure, and we'll see you next time.